So there's this book called Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents by Dr. Lindsay Gibson. And I have that book, have not read it yet, but I am actually listening to a podcast that she's on right now. And I have the book for reasons we will talk about in another piece of content. But I often think that people buy that book because they can identify with being a child who had a parent who was emotionally immature. But now, as I am listening to Dr. Gibson speak about this idea of the emotionally immature parent, not only am I thinking about someone as a child who is experiencing this, but I'm also thinking of parents today who might be emotionally immature with young children, and what I can do to support them and what they can do to ensure that their children don't become those adults who need to read this book. And I think that's why the work that I do is so important, because I think Dr. Gibson has done a great job of bringing awareness to those of us who are now adults and have had to experience something that we could not put names to or label or identify. We just felt like something wasn't right. But my passion and desire is to take that a bit further and catch the parents today who might need some more emotional tools, might need some more emotional skills, might need some more awareness around how their own emotional life is negatively impacting their children. And I don't think it's too late. I think that the awareness and the skills you cultivate today to build more emotional capacity, emotional awareness, emotional maturity, emotional wisdom, emotional wealth, capital, all that can then flow over to your children, and we can catch that and work on that now. And so I think that's why conversations around self-regulation for parents, emotional regulation for parents, emotional understanding and awareness, healing these emotional and relational traumas are so key, because if not, your child will need this book in 20 years. So I recommend you get the book, and I also recommend you get my book as well, because I think the two compare very nicely to bring awareness to what you may have experienced as a child, but also to help you have awareness for where you are today and how not to get where you were as a child.